Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. Happy Thursday to everyone. Happy pre-Friday. I am loving pre-Friday because I am ready for the weekend. It has been a long work week. It has been a long day as well. But here we are together as one. Okay, if you have not done so already, please make sure that you've already subscribed to my channel. Okay, what's the button? Subscribe to the channel, okay, like the video and all that good stuff and whatnot. We around here to have a quick conversation. I promise you, I was like, ain't nothing going. That's why I was alive yesterday. I said, ain't nothing going on, okay? Besides Kirk and Rasheeda and Yandy and Mendices or whatever, and a few other things, I said, child ain't much, but I cannot be away from y'all too long. So I said, come on around here and give them a good hour or two. Okay, we'll see how long it goes. And we will get into some things going on around the world. I'm gonna go on camera. At first, I'm like, will I get on camera, child? I am tired. Oh, yeah, y'all know I was live on Tuesday. Okay, so make sure if you have not went and seen the other content, go watch that. Okay, please and thank you and whatnot. Now look, I am here. Hey y'all, how is everyone? Okay, what is this? Icons of the Queen's Tour. I was at work. Or I was asleep. I was asleep or at work. I don't know. I don't watch the Today Show. I do know that Patty, Shaka, and Stephanie will be on the Breakfast Club, but again, Gladys is somewhere else, and I don't know. Okay, but I didn't see it. But here we are together. Okay, but yeah, hello to everyone. Hello to my moderators, my members, JayBirds, and NoBirds, and everyone in between. If you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, if YouTube didn't tell y'all I was around here, don't blame me, blame them. Okay, I did post this late. My fault, my bad. But again, I'm around here. We have a good time. Point blank. Period. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, like the video and subscribe. Okay, come around here. Have a good old time, child. Come on, put the dinner in the oven. Put the dinner in the oven and eat it and whatnot. I got my little water. I forgot to make ice yesterday. And so I was smart, right? I have an ice maker, but it takes time to make ice. And I forgot to make ice yesterday before I went to bed. So I said, ooh, I got an idea. Because I knew I would need ice for the live. I said, girl, put a little bit of water in a Ziploc bag. And I think I saw this on like maybe TikTok or somewhere. If you put a little bit of water in a Ziploc bag, not a lot of bit of water, a little bit of water, put a little bit of water in a Ziploc bag. You put a Ziploc bag, flat in the freezer. Okay, it freezes, right? You then the next day, you crack the Ziploc bag, which makes chunks of ice. Boom, ice. Because I don't have an ice tray because I have an ice machine, and I'm like, I can't not have ice for my water. I'm gonna be thirsty. Okay, and who wants to be thirsty? Not I, said the cat. So last night before I went to bed, I said, girl, put you some water in the Ziploc bag to make some ice so that way you won't be thirsty today. And here we are, and it worked. Okay, crack the ice today, and it made my water. I do have my ice machine running now, so I'll have ice forever. But I be forgetting, child, because I make my ice and I have enough like for a full week, and I be getting ice every day, and I be forgetting to just cut on the ice maker, cut it on, Jaylee, and I be forgetting. And so I remember last night I didn't have ice, but now I do. Okay, so yeah, here we are together as one. Oh, is it out yet? Is it Charlie? If the child is it on Netflix? Is it on? Yeah, I had a long day today, and I am very happy to be with y'all right now. I am very happy to get all of my it is out, aka Charlie Sheen. Now I'm not gonna let me hold on now. Oh, with part one or part two. Okay, well let me add it to my list. Hold on. Add it. Which means y'all will probably be getting a Charlie Sheen documentary recap this weekend. Okay, either Sunday, maybe on Monday, because I don't plan on. Saturday. I'm going to see the Downton Abbey movie. I am very excited. I am very excited to go to the Downton Abbey movie. I binged Downton Abbey the 6 seasons. I then watched the 2 movies, and I did all of that to be ready to see the movie because I did not want to be spoiled. So Saturday I'm going to do that. I will then come home and probably do the Charlie Sheen documentary. So I have a recap of Child one day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because it's not many shows out. I like a good documentary or whatever. I did the Crazy People one. Okay. So I'm liking watching some documentaries or whatever, and then coming to y'all with my opinion on it. Since I will be doing a Charlie Sheen documentary. Because when that man said he thought of fucking men because he was on, I said, on crack? You fucking on girl? Well, you know what? I guess they said back in the day, if women was on crack sucking penis, men can do it too. Okay, anyway. How y'all doing? Okay, hello. I like my shirt. This is one of my favorite sweatshirts. I absolutely love it. I really wish Tori had more sweatshirt that said like that said stuff like bitch, cool. Not me. Or had stuff like girl, shut the thing down. But my Lily Don't Care sweatshirt is my favorite one. Anyway, thank you. Oh, you got one too? I make enough ice to last a full week. I do. The kicker be when I'm using it, I be forgetting sometimes to replenish, and then boom, I got no ice. Okay, so y'all know sometimes I be on laughing time, and I'm like, I gotta pause it. I be going to the ice. But yeah, how y'all doing? Watch the Hill song, Hulu. What's it about? Is it about people or things? Is it current? Is it recent? I really only like, I'm on Hillside. I really only like recent stuff. I see is it Hillside? I don't know what it is. Oh, the Hillside Strangler. They drink with some people. They died. Jesus, I don't want them to die, guys. I mean, some people died. The Hill song. Hold on, I put Hillside. Hill song. Oh, the secrets. So it's the one they call the Secrets of Hill Song, or Hill Song. I'm at the church. Is it the same thing? The church one? Okay, a mega church exposed. What were they doing in there? I'll add it on here. I'll add it. We shall see. Because I was looking for some new stuff to watch. But I like a good documentary. Because I was like, bitch, what happened? No. I really need to watch documentaries and record myself because my commentary while watching crazy things, it be crazy. Okay. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Ain't it pronounced Sharice? Because y'all know I be bad with pronunciations, okay? Happy birthday to my moderator, okay? Miss Woods. I think it's Sharice, though, okay? Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Confetti and all that good stuff around here. Y'all say happy birthday to one of my great mods around here, okay? Big hit for a minute. Happy birthday, okay? Happy birthday. And whatnot, and whatnot, and whatnot. Okay, now y'all, let's get to the things. There are things that I did want to get into and whatnot because it's the thing to do when I'm coming to y'all. I did a good thumbnail because I said it ain't nothing around here but Rasheeda. Now I was gonna do, where is that? I was gonna do a whole review of Love and Hip Hop. I have not watched Love and Hip Hop in at least 18,000 years. Okay, I have not thought about, I have not wanted to, I have not, had any inkling to watch not an episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta or Love and Hip Hop in general because I think the show is out. It's just, I don't like it no more. It's too many people. It's too much foolishness. They get on my nerve. I'm like, Jesus, fix it. But when I kept seeing, the beefage going on between Rasheeda and Yandy, I had an opinion. Okay, I had an opinion. And y'all, I had went and I had made a whole thumbnail. Okay, I had a whole thumbnail because I was going to do a whole review of the Love and Hip Hop episode that aired Tuesday. Okay, I watched it. I was flabbergasted or whatever. I was like teapot me kettle. Okay, I went and got pictures and all of that because I was like Rasheeda and Yandy up there beefing for what? Y'all the same person. And I was seeing people, and I meant to review it and have it up yesterday, and work got busy. But I said, well, girl, you're going to live on Thursday. Just have a whole conversation on Thursday and you make it a separate thing. So again, I'm trying to make it a separate video. I'm going to cut this part out and have it be a separate thing okay. But let me share my screen. I did watch, share screen. I did watch Love and Hip Hop. Okay. And I was confused as to why Rasheeda and Yandy were fighting as if they not in the same boat with the same kind of man on the same day. Okay. And I feel like maybe they don't realize it. I don't know if they don't realize that they both married to men or with men who has cheated on them in some kind of way, who has disrespected them in some kind of way. And both of the ladies has had to raise kids that they didn't birth. Okay. Both ladies have had to deal with scandal they men put them in. Okay. Yandy could not even marry Mendices because he owed money to the people. So when I was watching the Love and Hip Hop, okay, around here, and I watched now I ain't watched not that episode before right now. I don't even know if once Yandy was on the show on Atlanta, I was an active watcher. I remember seeing her on it and me not liking it. I remember feeling like, why is Yandy in Atlanta and why is she not on Love Hip Hop Atlanta? A part of me feel like Yandy bread and butter is Love and Hip Hop. And once they canceled Love and Hip Hop New York, she had no choice but to move to Atlanta to be on it. Okay. And I also felt like she didn't had no real friends in Atlanta. I think the whole Yandy and Mendices coming to Atlanta was a storyline that she needed to survive. Okay, that's my opinion. Um, I don't dislike Yandy. I don't dislike Rasheeda, but I don't like how people are acting as if Yandy is better than Rasheeda, or as if in some kind of way Rasheeda lost to Yandy. Yes, we know that Rasheeda and Kirk have a marriage, and we know that Kirk cheated. We know that Kirk had a baby. We know that Jasmine is round. We know all of that. We know the reason we know is because Rasheeda lived her truth. We don't know what Yandy and Medici is going through. You want to know why? Because she be lying and faking the fugazi in. Okay, so anyone thinking that Yandy won because she keeps mentioning that Kirk had a baby, so what? When people are married and people make mistakes and people forgive, I live by this. Either stay with that man and shut up and deal with it, or leave him and talk shit. Rasheeda made a choice to accept her husband cheating and move on. I'm not finna be upset about that man, his earring, and that baby 5 years. I can't, because they have worked it out for whatever reason may be. Okay, Jasmine around there, Kirk around there, so is Rasheeda, and Yandy actively had to take care of all of Mendici's kids when he was in prison. Yandy had to fake a marriage to that man because she could not or would not legally marry him because of his criminal history and what he owes. So my thing is, just as dumb as Rasheeda was, so was Yandy. They both forgave their men for mistakes. It just happened to be, yeah, Mendici went to prison and Kirk brought home a baby. If I'm not mistaken, the kid that Mendici has that's just a itty bit older than Yandy and Mendici's son, he got somebody pregnant while I think dating Yandy. So I mean, and we know right now that Mendici is cheating in some kind of way. Okay, and Yandy is covering for him. Rasheeda had to live in and stand in the bullshit that Kirk put her through. But I mean, it's other women that have too. Right, girl. Rasheeda is not the first lady to have a cheating husband. She won't be the last. So to me, trying to consistently get over her, not get, but trying to shame her because of something Kirk did that she forgave. Kirk did not kill no one. He did not sexually abuse anybody. Kirk was a man who cheated and his wife forgave. I don't care. Unless Kirk turned into Nicki Minaj's husband and did things, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Yandy is a fake individual. Period. When they showed Yandy on that phone, faking a phone call for the show, it showed me on camera, Yandy is fake. On any given Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Yandy is a fake individual. And only fake people make fake phone calls. Only fake people lie about their husband cheating and it really being them making text. Girl, what? It's dumb to me. So I don't feel like Yandy won any fucking thing. Now Yandy was also on the social medias or whatever, trying to promote her little brand of stuff.
Yeah. So thank you guys. First of all, our sales within the past 2 weeks have been up. I think it was 78%. It wasn't 66%. One of them, 78% or 66%. But one of our main sellers is our eye cream. So you guys requested a discount code. The discount code is no bags. So go to yellskincare.com, type in no bags, and there you have it. Eye cream, 30% off just for you. Thank you guys for the support.
Also, Rasheeda got bags is what K Michelle made famous or whatever. But I feel like Yandy, make your own joke. Okay, come up with something new. Okay, don't piggyback anyway. I don't like how Yandy feels as if she's top dog, because she isn't. You did have to move from state to state for your job. Yes, you did help create Love Hip Hop. You and Mona Scott Young created the show. Cool. However, your franchise, your city got canceled. You then moved to Atlanta to be on the show that Rock been on since season 1. Now, is Kirk who she the king queen? No, not in that aspect. But I think her point is, me and Kirk are the longest standing cast members on Atlanta House on Love Hip Hop Atlanta. In that aspect, they are a king and a queen. But I'm like, Rasheeda, it is her city. It is. In the moment that Yandy came around there and had the wrong Atlanta hat on, I said, you lost already. Because if you don't even have the right Atlanta hat on, girl, I don't like it. So I want them to stop fighting. I hope it's over. They both stayed with their cheating husbands. But Ben DC's to me is still currently embarrassing Yandy. And Yandy makes it worse by covering for him and saying it's her. Rock just said, no, it's Kirk. Kirk ain't shit. Kirk, I'm pissed off. Fuck that lady. Fuck him. And they had to work at their marriage. And I respect folk who are honest about their mistakes versus folks who cover up stuff and keep it a secret while on a reality show. So, girl, it's bullshit if you ask me. Anyway, I wanted to get that out the way. Now, a couple of things that happened in the real world. One, today marks 24 years since September 11th. I feel like we have covered every year where we were, when it happens, how sad it is. It's 24 years later, and I feel like we are still at war in one way or the other. This now is more people on the grounds doing things or whatever. But again, to all the life lost, then it was still sad. They said it was 3,000 people who died in that tragedy. So again, we remember it every year. Okay, so rest in peace to all the people who lost their life that day. Now, yesterday, I had never heard of this man before in my life. I had no idea who he is. The reason I had no idea who he was because I don't keep up with anybody who is against me. Okay, there are many people who are bad people, who are rude people, who are racist people, who are all those. I don't know them people. So I don't know this white man. But yesterday it was all up and down the timeline that he was at a rally in Utah, child, and he was up there being shady about violence and gun violence or whatever, and somebody took the liberty to take him out. Now, there's been all this scuttlebutt about, no one should be celebrating someone get it, because he was absolutely taken out. Okay, there is no question. Someone said, you got to go, and I'm going to do it. Okay, so it was an absolute tragedy in the aspect of someone did this very public taking out of a person. However, right when this happened, all of the comments he's made, in the past, in the present, about how, people don't need to have no empathy. How, to protect gun laws, some folk gonna have to die. And I'm like, okay. Well, look, you died, how you live. Now, again, I have not seen anybody celebrating the death. I have not seen anyone say, yay! I have not seen not one person say, yay! Woo, woo. I've seen no one do that. However, I have seen folks say, based on what he said, based on his own rhetoric, based on how he was feeling, we died, we don't care. Okay? We said, okay, there's a difference between not caring and celebrating. There is a difference between saying, well, he said what he said, he supported what he supported. When anyone say people gonna just have to die, when someone say, hey, we need stricter gun laws, yes, we need to help, stop these mass casualties, these mass shootings. We need some gun regulation. And when your response is, well, some folk gonna have to die, for us to have guns. Okay, well, cool. Well, thank you. You volunteered as tribute. Okay, so I can't. I don't have any empathy. I don't, because he had none in life, and when you have none in life, you can't expect to get back in death. That's not how it works. So I feel like we have to make room and make space for people who actively feel like, you know what, I don't care what happened to other people. I want my gun. I don't care what happened to whoever else. It ain't gonna happen to me. And someone said, oh, okay. And now you went to see, you went on the glory. Now I do feel bad for anyone that witnessed it, because I was scrolling social media. I was on TikTok, not TikTok, I was on Twitter, and seeing the video, and because the video is like in 4D. Okay, so and before you know what you're watching, boom, okay, splatter, and I'm like, what the fuck? What was that? So I feel bad for anyone who went to that rally and did not expect to see anyone die. I feel bad for those folks who have to now deal with that trauma. I do feel bad for his itty bitty babies. I think he had like 2 kids, like a 1-year-old and like a 3-year-old. I feel bad for them because they lost a daddy. So I mean, I have that itty bitty piece of empty. You know what I'm saying? But for him as an individual, okay. When Tupac said "fuck Biggie, fuck Mobb Deep, fuck Bad Boy" as the record label, and you had to say forget him as a person. I don't feel. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. And I can't. I can't. Now, if he was an individual who just said, you know what, I love my guns, and I feel like we need stricter gun laws without me not having my, I don't mind people who support gun laws, but people who feel like, well, some folk gotta die, I don't care. And I believe before the pow pow happened, someone like asked him, so you know about how many gun violence things that's happened with trans, ain't no transgender people around here mass killing people. Okay. And then when asked about gun issues, you mean gang violence, bitch? What? Ain't no gang kill you. Your homie did. Okay. Your homie did. So again, when people have these idiotic responses, these trigger warning, these triggering comments, trying to push the label on all the bad things, on the gangs, on the LGBTQI community, on the black people, and you up here talking to your folks in Utah and pow, okay? Tupac told you, man, f you. Okay? You, Biggie. If you down with them, then fuck you too. Pac said it best. Hit them up, okay? West Side. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. But my point is, because when I kept seeing folks, how y'all don't feel bad? Bitch, what you mean? Oh, y'all no, ain't nobody. We ain't throw no potluck. We ain't throw no garage sale. We ain't throw no celebration. Because anyone died? Nobody. But we did say, first off, fuck your bitch in the claim. West Side, where I come in clip with that, okay? You claim to be up there when you fuck your wife. Okay? We for sure was like, what you want us to do? Come on out as a staff, a record label, and a motherfucking crew. Okay? We allowed to do that. We are allowed to feel like, oh, that's an unfortunate thing that happened. However, oh well. Cause look, the one thing we ain't now what we did not say, none of us said.
He's a good man, Savannah. A good man.
We didn't say that. We didn't say that. Okay, he died, and we said.
I mean, look.
You said folks had to go. So all I'm saying is, I don't want to see no think pieces lying and saying that anyone that we as a black person, the black delegation, that we were celebrating that man untimely way. God don't make no mistakes, okay? They say God comes when he comes. Okay? And I don't want anybody. I don't look on a serious note. Let me be for real. On a serious note, okay, no one should be taken out because of their opinion. You know, we don't want anyone walking around thinking that because you don't agree with somebody, you have the right to take them out, because that's wrong. Okay? No one has the right to take somebody out because they have a different opinion. Okay? So I'll make that clear. You know, we don't want that happening, because I would not want someone on that side trying to take one of us out because they don't agree with what we said. But we don't be right saying, oh yeah, let folk die. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won't. We don't say that. What we will say is, y'all voted for who y'all voted for, and so whatever your consequences are based on your decision is your consequence. So if you are immigrants who supported Code 45 and your mom, okay, your abuela, okay, if your papicito or whoever has been deported, okay, out of here, and they are arrested, that's your cross to bear. Okay, we say stuff like that. We do say stuff like, okay, you made a decision that altered your own family's life. That's on you. But we don't be celebrating people being taken out. We don't do that. We don't. And I hope anyone who feel like, oh well, yeah, I don't care about what happens to other people. This is what happened when no one wants to admit we need stricter gun laws. Okay. Well, old boy was taking to Jesus. I said, girl, I said, well, damn. That was shocking. I said, now what the hell happened here? Girl, I said, no.
Not on my watch.
Don't be right. That's also why, and also I want to say, how can I say this without getting in trouble? You know, people have tried to do things in the past and they did not succeed. And I said to myself, that's how you know folk don't be really trying to do them things. Because when you want to do something like what happened, they be doing it. And the fact that they still don't know who did it. Okay. They still don't. It's been 2 years. They still don't have a suspect because the person was 200, 300, 400 yards away. This is a whole plot and a plan. And while this man, while this was happening around there and stuff, oh, we're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. Again, the FBI was saying, oh, we gotta do. Oh Lord, help us, no way. Oh Jesus, it's like whatever. I thought that was another one because they were talking about looking for the culprit and who did it and what for and why, and Jesus fixed it, and we don't know and she don't know, and could it be he? Could it whatever? But again, they don't have. I thought they had one that showed the suspect. They don't have a suspect in custody. They thought they did. They had somebody in custody who they ended up having to not tissue it. I got me more tissue. They thought they had somebody in custody. They had to release said person because that person wasn't the culprit. So they're still looking for the person. Meanwhile, what are fans at? What? I'm not gonna do that. But again, okay. I didn't save it. I thought I did, but I probably saved it and deleted it because I didn't care. The person they had show up there looked real Caucasian. Look, because in my opinion, okay, if the person that did it was black like this, like us, they would have absolutely found that. Oh, it would have been child would have been on the news. Would have had his high school diploma out there. They would have gotten all the information they could get. That's how I know it's a white person because they're not even trying to, expose. Because usually if it's a black person, they have all of our business immediately. Okay, and because we have not seen that, I feel like, it's not really a black person, and I don't think a black person would have cared enough to go around here and do that like that. I just don't. Usually, that really be people of the same skin tone. But yeah, I can't find the picture where they show. Oh, it's supposedly it's like a real blurry picture of somebody, and they had like a little video showing someone like walking down the street. You know what I'm saying? Caught on Ring camera and whatnot. But when there is a 1,000 or a few thousand Caucasian people in one space, they all just look the same, and that's how I feel like it probably was a white person because they just blended in. They just blended in. And if there was all the way away, they can't find the person. So he gone, may the force be with him. On the same day, okay, kids was getting shot over in Colorado. Okay. 3 students were shot at a Colorado, was it a high school? Where is it at, Jesus? It is a school shooting that was in Colorado. Okay, I believe the suspect was taken out by themselves. Okay, they all safe now, but I'm like, well, y'all up here complaining about that white man getting popped at the event. This what really should matter. This why we be upset. This why we need trigger gun laws. Okay, it ain't about this man right here. But when stuff like this happen, this is why we need more rules. Okay, I'm just saying, and that's that. Now I had to touch on the stuff that happened to get it out the way. Okay. Now, some foolish shit that we're going to laugh about because it's kind of crazy. Okay. This man is on a boat. They say a man named Jay Gonzalez Diaz was on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Okay. He racked up about $17K in casino debt up at gambling on the casino boat. Okay. And said, oh, I owe $17K. I'm going to jump. I got to go. I owe too much to the casino. I can't walk away. We on a boat in the ocean. Well, I'll just jump. I'm like, sir, they have your information. Okay? They have the information of you. So, yeah, he tried to jump off the boat to avoid his debt. It said U.S. Customs and Border Protection pulled up for an inspection in Puerto Rico, and he dove into the ocean. Someone on a jet ski scooped him up, brought him to shore, started going to jail. Okay, they caught him later on at the Puerto Rico Capitol building, and they said, "Well, you owe us some money." Okay, he had $17,000 in cash. I'm sorry, $14,600 in cash, 2 phones, and 5 different IDs on him. He's going to jail. He has federal charges for trying to dodge monetary reporting laws when traveling into the U.S. and work. Oh, he was trying to avoid paying the thing for it. What's wrong with y'all? First of all, you can die in the ocean. You can die in the ocean. It can sweep you away. It ain't worth it. To jump in the ocean to avoid paying or whatever, you rather die. It's just money. Because if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. But if you did, you did. Okay? So that was stupid, number 1. Okay? Dummy number 2. Okay? A couple out here scamming in Miami, well, at least in Florida, okay? With a fake Louis Vuitton store. First of all, I'm not shopping for Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or anything in anyone's house.
It is not what you think it is. It's not a luxury department store complete with expensive sneakers, hats, sunglasses, even designer handbags. Nope, this is someone's house. Everything you see is fake.
That's the one's basement.
Police say 33-year-old Yuri Velazquez Garcia and his wife Mayrelis Plans were running this store, which according to investigators, the couple called the Louis Vuitton of Hialeah. Also fake, since the store or house is actually in Miami Gardens.
That house looked like it is a crack house. Okay, no tea, no shade. But I feel like I am not shopping for luxury goods in what could possibly be a crack house.
Lying about where you live, not necessarily a crime. But when police accuse you of filling your home with counterfeit merchandise and then selling it, that is a crime.
You were arrested for counterfeiting goods or services more than over $1,000.
Police say after the couple posted this video on social media back in July, they launched an investigation and in the following weeks conducted 2 controlled buys before arresting the husband and wife Tuesday.
So they is arrested. They out of jail now. They had a post bond. But I feel like it's stupid. It's dumb. First of all, you can't be posting fake goods on social media. That's how they get you. Okay, or if you do, you can't do it from here. Do that shit over across the sea somewhere where they can't get to you, okay? But again, do not buy any goods from someone's house. You can't do that from here. I think I see a lot of folks doing that over there in China, over there in Japan, across the water, across the seas. But when you do that here, they find you and they arrest you and you get jail time. Okay, so stop doing that. I see this happened here in Detroit. So I think it was maybe last week. There was a man, okay, a 60-year-old man. He was found hog-tied. They had set his car on fire. Okay, he was beaten up, kidnapped, beaten up, taking his ATM machines, all these things. And I kept on saying, how did that man have some money? I could not figure out how anyone knew he had money enough to find him, kidnap him, and all. I'm not gonna. How much money was it? Well, come to find out, he went viral because on a YouTuber named MD Motivator gave him $100 grand.
I got $100,000 for you.
So he posted this on social media, show how he gave this homeless man $100,000. Okay, cash on hand.
Curtis Dixon was receiving $100,000 for a good deed. A week and a half later, last Monday, witnesses say Dixon was hogtied in his burned out SUV on Detroit's east side.
I woke up, I'm like, what's going on?
He survived. Sources say there are some inconsistencies in Dixon's story, but he claims he met someone in the area of Mount Elliott in Nevada. From there, he was kidnapped, driven to ATMs to pull out money, then beaten, tied up, and his car set ablaze. Several days into this investigation, the feds picked up the case from Detroit police. The ATF now investigating this as a possible arson, kidnapping, and extortion.
And hopefully they catch whoever did it to him, because we don't want that in our neighborhood.
Can I give you one more?
Now, one, I feel a couple of ways. I don't know if that man is lying or whatever. I don't know if it's a scheme that ties up with the bullshit. But I do feel like it's this. YouTubers, you could not, I'm myself as well, you cannot give someone that kind of money, post about gifting them that kind of money, and not think people could try to come and get them for what? That kind of money. If you're going to give someone that kind of stuff, relocate that person. Okay? Make them private. Now, maybe the black man was out here, I got the money. I don't know. But when you be out here showing that you're giving away all this money or whatever, it can get real dicey. Okay? If someone was to give me $100K, I ain't moving. One, I would not post about it on social media. Two, I would never say how much I got. Three, folk don't know where I stay now. Okay, I am a private person. Okay, I don't want no one. You know what I'm saying? So even advertising, giving someone $100K is crazy. Because no one should know that one person got $100K. A homeless girl. Okay. Now the man was found. He was found hogtied. It was a crazy thing. And I'm like, what did happen? So now I find out it's the same guy who was gifted $100K. Hell, did the YouTuber set him up? So again, if you out here gifting people large sums of money, let's not say how much you gifted them. Let's just say give them an envelope with some check in it. Okay, so no one know how much it is. It could be $50. Okay, or give them $5,000 on camera, and then behind the scenes, give them $100K. Okay, but that way, no one is knowing this random man got $100K in cash around here. That will get folk killed in the deep. Hell, in a lot of places, if people who are struggling to make ends meet know some random man got $100K in cash and he homeless, we gonna have the money. He got no home, and if he has a car, so I don't know. Okay, either way it go, it sounds crazy enough for folk to remember. Do not be gifting a whole bunch of money to folk, because again, it can get reckless. Okay. I just seen this on the social medias. Okay. It say, let's listen.
You clearly saw me in line. I'm now somewhere. How about that? We're waiting. Like I said. It's not even worth it, man. You on camera, so you going to jail. You going to jail. Oh my God. Oh my God. Calm down. Wow, this is crazy. I don't even know what I get.
Doing all of that and slides is crazy.
It's crazy, bro.
You clearly saw me in line.
Y'all. There is nothing I could want from Dollar Tree that is so important that when I am not called up next in line, that I would then knock everything over in the store in my area, which would then get me arrested. I feel like coming in the Dollar General Tree store with a do-rag on and slides and shorts and you kicking shit around, you can't afford the bail money. Okay, because they're gonna add up all that shit you knocked over, and it's gonna be a felony, and you'll be in jail. And now what? Because you weren't next in line. First of all, if I am in the Dollar Tree General store, okay, and if they skip me, I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna leave whatever I wanted up. I'm gonna leave whatever it is on the floor. I'm gonna walk out. I'm not knocking shit over. I'm not causing no kind of damage that would then get me arrested. And if I see someone recording me, I ain't doing all that shit. I'm like, bitch, you was in slides kicking a steel shelf. Your toes gonna be broken. What is wrong with people? Now I know life is hard right now. I know folks are tired, okay, long days and always or whatever. But once you get so pissed because you weren't called next, that you create all this shit, you have a mental issue. Okay, maybe, I don't know. That could have been our last straw. However, you should never let anyone cause you more strife than is worth. Girl, look, she's in slides. Kicking. Your toes have to be broken right now. It ain't worth it. So I need folk to stop. Sometimes just stop. I said, Jesus, please fix it. Okay, I think those are all the crazy, dumb things that people did in the world. Oh, this kid was playing doorbell games. Listen, y'all.
Oh. Yeah. Morning, how you doing? All right. Is your husband home by any chance? No. All right, so basically, I just want to know if you want to fuck or anything like that. Goodbye.
So the child went to the lady door, rang the doorbell, and when she said her husband was not home, he asked her if she wanted to have sex. Now she said no and closed the door. Ma'am, if you have a Ring doorbell camera, why did you open the door? Who opened? Ain't no, child. If I don't know someone come over, I'll open my door. So one, ma'am, do not open your door. Okay, I don't know what game he playing. Who paid him to go around there to ask the question? But sir, go sit the fuck down. Okay. First of all, the porch looks too dirty. I don't want to go over there. The doors off the hinges and whatnot. I'm not going to ask anyone what the door is open. Okay. The house is probably dirty. Anyway, that's the last. That was the last one. But kids is crazy. Okay. Sometimes kids should be punched in the face. Congrats to Claudia Jordan. Claudia is now booked on the new, what's it called, child? It's a new what's it called? Oh, Side Dish. We had Dish Nation. Okay. This station has been on for years. This station has been on for a long time. Like 10, 15 years. This nation is ending. Okay. And they now have a show called Side Dish that will be on YouTube. We're going to also be on Fox Soul and all that stuff. And it's going to be Claudia, Head Crack, and that dude Tanner around here. They're a trio. If Claudia don't do nothing else, Claudia is booking herself a show. Okay. Claudia is also on Carlos King's once a week podcast he does on Mondays. She's on another YouTube show where they do gossip or interviews or what, I don't know what it is. Okay. Claudia is like, I am going to book all the shows on all days in all ways. Now the kicker is, which I thought was kind of funny. Again, she's only on, because I do now watch the Carlos King like Monday Night Lives or whatever, because I love Dustin. I never watched Carlos King's podcast before he got Dustin on there. I will only watch it if something happened I had to rewatch. But because I love Dustin, I love Dustin Ross. I love him so much. He is so, even when he says stuff I don't agree with, I love how he tells a story. I watched this podcast for sure because of Dustin. I love his opinions, even if I don't agree with him. And so I watch now. But they're on, I feel like on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's the same time that she has to do the dish show. So I do wonder how that would work. Like, will Carlos have to change his time for his Monday shows if she has to be on Side Dish on Mondays at 7? Will he replace Claudia? What will happen? I don't know, child. But again, Claudia and them is on there and whatnot. And I said, girl, the crazy thing is, you know, she had Fox Soul, TGIF and whatever with her, Funky and Al or whatever, and then that went to hell. She's on there with Carlos King and Dustin. That's a good thing. But now she's around here. And they're on, I think it's 5 days a week. Is on Monday, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, or whatever. It's on the YouTube and also anywhere you stream Fox Soul. So the fact that she's still getting checks from the people of Fox Soul or whatever, Claudia's like, I am in here. Okay, so congrats to her on her new gig or whatever, and we shall see. Again, Patty and them will be on the Breakfast Club tomorrow. I'll watch it then. Child, Patty is 81. Shaka is 72. 50 Mills is 68. I told y'all on Tuesday that Mariah Carey is only in her 50s. And she moved like someone in their hundreds, okay? When I say I told her before that Patty and them be on it and be active or whatever, I shout, Patty and them should give Mariah Carey whatever they have, okay? Whatever energy they have, give some of that to Mariah Carey. But anyway, I'm going to watch them talk. And again, they did not have Anita. Not Anita. Gladys wasn't there. Okay, we don't know why. We'll see what they say about Gladys or whatever. But I'm going to watch tomorrow. But again, the ladies is around there. Portia and them. So when Portia put up that, oh, I won, I'm free, free. What she was saying was Simon was trying to fight that prenup still. Okay. When a judge said pay her $40,000 a month, pay the house bills and this and that, pay her lawyer bills, whatever, Simon had filed an appeal. The reason Portia said, I won, I'm free, finally, the judges and them, the Supreme, the appellate court said denied. Okay. They denied his appeal for the divorce. Now he still said, I'm going to keep fighting. It ain't over. I don't know who is more dumb, Portia or Simon. Girl, so again, the thing was denied. So Portia kind of won, but if Simon's still beefing with her, did she win for real? You win when a person will leave you alone. And Simon will never leave Portia alone because he don't want to pay her no money. So again, we shall see what else Simon does to get his way. But for right now, Portia feel like I have won in some kind of way. Neo, for some reason, Kai Sanat is having everyone on his little podcast thing or whatever. He had Neo on it, and Neo said, hey, I got 4 girlfriends, and this is what they like.
I'm sorry. Okay, so what stand like? What do you like most about each of them individually? Like every single one of them ladies have something that you like.
Absolutely.
Just about them, like
absolutely. Like so, one is a little more serious than everybody else. She's the reliable one. If I walk out the house and forget something, she got it. She's like without even. Where's my?
Shout out to her. Okay, shout out
That's
to her.
To have one reliable one, that would aggravate me. I would need everyone to be reliable in some kind of way. Now, maybe he didn't mean it as if, oh, the other ones are idiots. But like, I would want all of them to be reliable.
That's her.
I have the one that I laugh with all the time. Everything is funny all day long. It's just what she does. I have my rider. If I got in a fight with if I was getting jumped, she'd jump in and help me.
Okay.
And
shout out to her.
Yeah.
So your reliable one won't help you fight? They're not even reliable. If you're a reliable one, that means if I'm fighting, wouldn't you have to fight too?
And then I have my eclectic. She's the dancer. She's my artist. So everybody has their own thing, and it works. It works perfect. It's a beautiful thing.
Child, if he like it, we don't care. But at least he can. Is that how you look? Anyway, I would not want to be known as, well, she's a reliable one. Then what am I? Oh, I laugh at her. What am I? It's, I guess so. Okay. Neo is now known more about his women than his music. And I'm like, sir, that's a problem. Neo should have absolutely kept his private life private. Because now we think about him and it's him and these women's. And I don't like it. Okay. Happy birthday to Taraji. Okay. She turned 55. I cannot believe Taraji is 55. Not for any other reason besides I can't believe, one, that she's been around that long. I felt like for a long time she was my age. She's only, 12 years older than me. But we love Taraji. Okay, there's no Taraji hate around here. So again, not congrats, but happy birthday. Happy 55th birthday, double nickel, to the illustrious, the amazing Taraji P. Henson. Okay, we love her. So happy birthday to her. What else I got? We're gonna be about an hour. That's really it. I thought it was somebody else's birthday too, but maybe I was tripping. Whose birthday was it? Maybe, I think it was. Oh, it was also Ludacris' birthday. So happy birthday to her and also Ludacris, but we won't skip him. I still have to watch Megan and Jonathan on the Cameron Hall show. They showed some of their wedding pictures. Look, a lot of folk don't like them as a couple still. I do. I am hoping and praying that man is healed and better and no longer an abusive person, no longer a temperate person. I'm hoping that he is living a positive life with Megan. So I am not someone who feels as if, girl, he is a liar. He is a. I don't want that. I don't want Megan having to be with somebody who's still broken in that way, whatever. So I'm hoping he learned a lesson, child. He's better, and whatnot. They seem happy, and I don't even know how else to word it. They seem happy, and even if they at home fussing every day, child, I hope not. I hope not. I like for people to be able to grow and learn from mistakes and be better. So you would never catch me being like, oh, he lying. He ain't shit. She's around here getting beat. I'm not gonna be that person. Because to me, that is wishing harm upon Megan. That is also wishing that Jonathan is still an evil, mean, vindictive, harmful person. So I can only hope that he's better. I can only hope that she is not enduring any shenanigans, okay? They seem happy. Great, okay? But if you did not know, they were on the Cameron Hall show and they showed a couple of wedding photos. It was really cute. It was really cute. Young Thug, okay? There's now a whole thing where the Cobb County Jail, because he was in Cobb County Jail for 3 years, have reportedly banned the releases of any additional phone calls, okay? Meaning anyone that is trying to get more of his calls, they're being denied. I feel like anybody, whoever a person was that requested his calls, I think they already got all the calls. I don't think anyone is currently saying, hey, y'all, let's get some. I think they already request them and have copies and they're not releasing things. So, again, no one else can get copies. No one else can. That's great. However, the damage has been done. Okay. From the moment the calls came out to him trying to say apologies, to him doing more interviews, to me, I feel like the damage is done. So it's like it's not even a point in trying to block anyone from getting the calls now because somebody already has them. And they can't stop folks who already have a copy from releasing it. All they can do is they can say, well, no one else can get copies of the call. The damage is done. So much so that he was saying, I'm sorry. He put a song, the song came out earlier, okay? And I can't read that stuff. Look, I'm a firm believer that when anybody types apologies and I'm sorry's and they do it in text or they do it in a font that is not easily readable, you don't really mean the I'm sorry. Because if you did, why not put that shit in plain text where we can see it? Okay. It's not to Mariah. Baby, girl. Baby, I'm sorry. One of my biggest fears is losing you to the internet, waking up in our bed with you right by my neck, saying, don't you break a sweat. Pillow talking ain't my game. Baby, I love you. I know you see the rain. I know you see, I know you feel my pain, girl. A part of me feel like him publicly doing this is bullshit. I feel like as soon as he came home, he should have said, baby, I said some shit. Because remember, while he was locked up, jail calls between him and Mariah leaked. So I feel like he had to have known that someone was getting his calls. I would have told her then, baby, I've been saying some things. Okay, I said some things. I may have talked to the women. It might come out. Okay. Please forgive me, baby. Please. I love you, baby. Don't leave me not today. I think waiting until now to when the public hears it, which makes it feel as if she just not hearing it too. To me, that means that you didn't prepare her for that. So at one point he said, fuck a jail call. Not you was playing. Not you was playing. Fuck a jail call. I was playing. I never trade you. You was encouraging me on the bad days. You picked the kids up despite me being away. Again, it's to me it's too little too late. Okay. He was saying I'm sorry. To Mariah the Scientist, to Drake, Future Lil Baby. Again, it's a song. These are just the lyrics. But again, I always feel like anytime somebody, when you put words in ways I have to figure that shit out, I don't want to read it. I don't think put that shit in Arial Darrow. Okay. I don't want to read I don't want to read all this other shit. Okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. You did. You know, I feel like you said what you said to them people. You said what you said on them calls because you felt like it was your safe space. And it wasn't. And using a safe space to be deliberately rude or disrespectful or just hurt other folks privately is still some bullshit. So, I mean, deal with it. You know, maybe they will forgive me. I don't know. And I was in jail for 3 years. It was hard for me. I felt like giving up. I did not know what to do, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, fine. If you say so. Okay. Again, to me, again, because he wasn't saying sorry before now is why I feel like it's bullshit. Because what you would have said was, you know what? I told them a year ago sorry because I knew what I said. So, and I said sorry before I knew it would be public. Don't say sorry because the public heard what you said. Say because this is what baby, I didn't mean it. And then when they hear it, it feels different. Now, somebody said Glorilla put a diss song out. Now, I don't know if it's AI or if it's real.
Young boy, bring your motherfucking up last 3 J from my mom. I got something for you.
So it's a diss. So I can't play because I don't want to get flags. But she's talking cash shit.
Just looking at nigga. Boy, you know this ass super fast.
Again, go listen to it. It's on the neighborhood talk.
I'm about to go do a dick looking at nigga. About to drop low, do a split looking at nigga. Shirt wearing ass nigga, skirt wearing ass nigga. A bug on the ground, about to chirp looking at nigga. Pain.
Now again, I don't know if it's real or AI, but Glorilla allegedly responded, and I said, "Girl, I hope so." It was funny. Now, who would I much left? Because I'm already an hour in. Let's do Trey Songz. Trey, y'all know Trey Songz is consistently caught up in foolishness. He is consistently caught up in either lawsuits, allegations, accusations on things he did, supposedly, allegedly. And he was sued by someone for, I think it was like, for sexual assault, okay? They have now reached a settlement. And I feel like he keep reaching settlements. Every time there's some kind of something with him, is a settlement or it's a drop case out the blue, or we didn't know what happened. Oops, I'm sorry, my bad. But this particular one, they have now dropped it because they settled. Okay. Per legal document obtained by the Billboard, he reached a confidential settlement with Jahara Jeffries, who sued for $20 million, over allegations of a sexual assault at a Miami 11th nightclub back in 2018. She claimed that he forced his hand under her dress without consent. And so now there was a settlement. Okay, they were going to go to court next month. So a month before court, he said settle. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to court. Okay. I'm leave it be. Okay, give him some money, leave it alone. He and maybe it's a good thing that he settles if that's what the women want. Maybe that's a plus for them. Maybe he feels as if he keeps settling, that he no longer has to atone for the crimes. It's been too many allegations to ignore. Okay, but for this lawsuit, he at least is settling. I wonder how much. How much did she get? Who knows? Look at Oprah. Look at Oprah. Child, look, Oprah looked like a rich auntie. Oprah said, "Bitch, it's my best time of life." Okay. I am fly. I am rich. I lost the weight I wanted to lose. I said, forget y'all. I am the rich fly auntie. I got no kids. Okay. I'm a pose for the camera. I got my leather pants and boots on. Okay. My tata girl, I am done. I said, Oprah, you better go, bitch. Okay. Oprah said, I look good, girl. I said, you do, girl. Anyway, I want to is it this Robyn? So again, Robyn had been beefing a little bit. So, Robyn and Giselle said some things on their podcast, which pissed off Kevin Michelle. And Kevin Michelle, she clapped, girl, you around here selling hats, you little couch potato. You little couch. When K. Michelle called her, it's not a complicated, girl, where's it at? But she pointed out how Robyn is out here selling hats, okay? And Robyn said, I'm still some of these satin line hats, okay, for my couch. I love it here. Now, I bought a hat from Robyn when she first was selling them or whatever. At first, I did like it. But the hat be hot on my head, child. It be sliding and whatever. It be doing too much. Okay, I don't really like it that much. I don't wear it at all anymore. I probably wore it like twice when I bought it. But again, I guess she still has. She don't talk. What's her name? Robyn. I want to see if she still, like, what do the hats still cost money? On her link tree, you can't even shop. Child, Robyn, so girl, the fact that Robyn has she put the website in here, but the website that she has is not even listed on her was it here? No, I can't click the shop no damn where. Why would you have Robyn lying? When you go to Robyn's page, you can't shop nowhere. The link, there's no link to her hats. So is she really still, girl? I'm not. When you have a website and you have a damn hat line, the fact that there's no link to the embellished website is insane to me. Robyn is a liar, and we don't like liars. Let me see. www.embellished. The shop, embellishshop.com. I should not have to go through all this to get a hat. So there's a website here, but I still would not trust it because I had to go too far to get to it. I don't need no $30 hat that I had to type in the website to get to it. That means you ain't really doing it. Okay. Don't y'all do them hats. Don't get Robyn. Don't get that Robyn hat. If there is not a link in your bio for real, I don't believe you're selling shit. If there's not an active way to get to your website to shop, you're not really doing it. So shut up, Robyn. Also, they talk cash shit about the girl Angel as well. Angel also came back and said they said, oh, Angel was on Basketball Wives, or are they just getting anybody around here? And Angel said, first of all, let me reintroduce myself. Okay, whether I am or not doing medicine, I've been that girl. 15 years of saving lives, building businesses, and creating legacies. Long before reality TV, this is not extra, it's my real life. Again, Robyn and Giselle, shut up. And I think the reason K. Michelle probably got upset, I do think Robyn and Giselle may have been the first actual Bravo celebrities who commented on them being around there and saying, ooh, not them girls. That may be why K. Michelle got upset. But it's like you are on the show. Okay? Or at least was, because Robyn is not anymore. But again, they say, girl, get out of our face. We don't want you around anymore. Now, two more things. One, Mary Crosby from the Housewives of Salt Lake City son has been arrested. Now, he was it last season? They talk about his drug use. He is addicted to drugs, child. And Mary wants to get him help. Okay. The little boy had got married and all these things. Well, he has now been arrested. And they said because Robert Jr., okay, her son, he's a legal adult, okay. Per TMZ, he was detained after allegedly attempting to break into his father-in-law's house through the dog door. Okay. He was in a about the incident. Okay, they said he assaulted somebody on the front lawn. He was then confronted by the police, and he refused to get, he did not comply with the police when trying to be detained. And so they charged him with failure to stop as a command police officer, 3 counts of court violations, which I don't know what that is. But again, he charged between the drug use, now him trying to break into a doggy door, allegedly assaulting somebody, not listening to the police. He may have been high, because you know how insanely out of control mentally you have to be to want to get in your father-in-law's house through the doggy door. That's a lot. So one, we hope Mary's son gets whatever help he may need. Prison, but prison or jail that has a mental health ward, that has some rehab stuff to help him. But trying to break into a doggy door, assaulting somebody is a lot to go through. But again, if he was, not on his meds, if he was high, all of that going to play. So I don't think he needs prison as in like this in prison. He needs some mental help. And sometimes when you are in prison, they give you the mental help you need if you're at a good prison with therapists and that kind of stuff. I don't know. But Mary, we're going to pray for you, girl. Also, Kelly, who was on Housewives of Atlanta, was served a protection order, okay? Child said on September 2nd, her neighbor filed a temporary protective order, which was granted against her. Kelly had to stay 30 yards away from the lady's house. And I said, Chavos have not. When I read this, I said, it sounded like some neighbor bullshit. So the lady said on August 9th, Kelly aggressively entered her private patio through a private gate in a violent manner without permission. To me, that sounded like my neighbor got pissed at me and came over. Okay, that sound like my neighbor was pissed at me and came to my house through my gate and tried to get to my door. Okay, which technically can be trespassing because it's someone else's personal property. Okay, but anyway, it says now Kelly denied all the claims. Okay, but the lady said she was accompanied by other people. It said this incident occurred after her vehicle was booted for again violating guidelines by parking in a narrow driveway, which is also a designated fire lane. This sounds like some HOA shit. Okay, Kelly owns a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in the place. And again, the lady is an HOA board member. This sounds like some boards. This sounds like some HOA bullshit. Some neighbor bullshit. Some you keep messing with me at my house. You my neighbor. I'm pissed at you and I'm coming over there and I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Okay. But this also is the reason to why we can't let people win. Sometimes people are upset that you even own a house in their area and they will poke. They know the moment you react, they're the victim and you are the aggressor. And they're gonna go to court and get a PPO. Okay. Again, it says that they said that Kelly had to be physically restrained and removed, during which time she engaged in bizarre behavior while making a series of erratic verbal threats. Some were clearly threats, but some was unintelligible. I was cussing your ass out. Okay. And there's also video footage of I want to see the video footage. I want to see it. Because the part of me feel like if I cuss my neighbor out, that don't mean I'm crazy. If I cuss my neighbor out, it don't mean I'm insane either. It means I'm pissed off, okay? The judge granted the order, but only for 30 days. I'm sorry, no. She granted the order for 30 yards away, okay? Because they're neighbors. And they have a hearing for September 22nd where they can see what else will happen. So I'm pretty sure, girl, show us the footage. Show me the footage. Now, her lawyer said, since the announcement of Kelly's involvement with Housewives of Atlanta, Mrs. Cash, the neighbor, has engaged in a concerning pattern of behavior directed at Kelly and her family. Out of respect for all parties, we will not be commenting further at this time. We strongly urge that Kelly's privacy and that of her family be respected. Blah, 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 blah. This HOA fighting bullshit. We upset. Leave me alone. Okay, but Kelly, leave that lady alone. Don't go back over there. Okay. Look, just having neighbors suck in general. Okay. I can't imagine having an HOA you have to report to, and then your neighbors on the HOA and they on bullshit. Because you really can't retaliate. And when you do, the judges. Okay. Now, lastly, for my little housewife, Love Marriage Huntsville. So even though we don't like that show no more that much at all, there's a little dust up between Ken and Tricia and Marquez. Now, I don't know why they were on social media fussing back and forth. That is crazy to me. One, why y'all talking, like y'all should be blocked on each other social media. I'm not fussing with my wife, boyfriend on Instagram. I'm just not, for what? That's stupid, okay? So we see Marquez say, hope I catch you spending the night. And Ken said, first off, goofy ass little boy, you lost all of your rights to your kid for the moment. Now, first of all, Ken, stop bringing up that man kids, okay? You can't even come to this house, to the street to catch me doing anything. You so ignorant and slow and worried about me that you were dumb enough to go fight for custody of a little girl without a car, crib, or job. You're a pitiful dude. The judge said you could petition to have me removed. Can you even afford to do it? You sit up and talk about me all day long, and I never even think about you. I'm too busy doing your job. Find something safe to do. We both know what happened last time you poked the bear. Again, why y'all doing this on social media? What y'all fussing for on social media? Ken, anytime Ken mention them kids, to me, you're using the kids as a pawn. Now, to me, from what I see here, Marquez did not mention the children, but Ken did. Okay, then here come Tricia, little tack-head ass. Okay, said to her husband, I hope you're financially and emotionally stable for these emotions coming at you, and when I bring the kids to court with me, enjoy your time day. Again, using the kids in the argument on social media. Okay. She then said to Ken, I hate people to the level of little kids. Ken then said to her, he wanted the attention. Well, here you go. Bruh doing nothing but lie. She then said to Ken, I'm talking to Marquez, I have never seen a man so pressed about another man. That jealousy is crazy work and awkward. Marquez then said to her, and I hope you ask God for forgiveness for everything you have done to our kids, and don't worry, I'm more emotionally and financially stable than I ever was when I was married to a girl. I'm flabbergasted that 3 adults is around here beefing on social media, and y'all have each other. Like, what? For what's the commenting for? Like, I don't even get why y'all. I would have my wife blocked if she has a husband. Okay. I would have my wife blocked if she had a living husband. There's no point in even talking for what? Like, I don't understand why either of them, Ken, Tricia, or Marquez, are talking to each other. He then said to Ken, I highly suggest you tread lightly and find something to do. He said to Ken, are you a drug dealer? Are you on probation? Do you have a CDL in the truck? Can I get a 3.5? It's now they did say Ken got arrested from drugs. Okay. He then said to Tricia, I'm not pressed about either of y'all, to be honest. I just find it crazy how y'all say I'm so pressed, but y'all constantly saying my name and telling lies for no reason. If you hurt, just say that. But stop with the fuckery and the lies. And Ken, you keep talking about this poking the bear and keep playing with fire and your ass gonna get burnt. Again, I want them all to go away. I do feel like Ken and Tricia be using Marquez for storylines, though. I do. Ken and Tricia have been faking like they were like broken up. They had took down like photographs of each other. They took everything down social media, and folks thought they broke up, and they then popped back up together recently for attention. So to me, Ken, girl, did you divorce yet? Anyway, there my nerves. Anyway, y'all, that's all. I told y'all it was not much at all. I stretched it as much as I could. I got y'all to an hour and a half, okay? Now I'm about to go chill out. Now look, if you have not done so already, watch the other content or whatever, get into it, okay? Get into all the other things around here, okay? But make sure to do a 1 or 2 things for me, okay? 1, like the video and subscribe, okay? Comment in the comment section. And if YouTube would not tell y'all going live, it's not my fault. YouTube be playing, I have no control over it, okay? Anyway, I have to go. Thank y'all for being here, okay? We had a good ass time. And I said, look, I probably will not be live tomorrow because it's nothing going on, y'all. Like, there's literally no celebrity stuff and whatever. Like, I got an hour out of it, or an hour and a half. Okay. So I will talk to y'all later. I will be live Sunday to recap Love Marriage Huntsville, and whatnot. And if something pops up, I'll pop on. But other than that, I'll probably be live or do lots of chat one Monday. Okay. I love you all though. Have a good night. Bye.